All right, Miles, let's talk the New York Jets. We all know the draft has wrapped up. A lot of good moves in the draft for the Jets. Of course, it all came down to getting Aaron Rodgers. They got that job done. But there's new news that has come out about some additional moves, some extra additions to this roster that I think Jets fans will really appreciate and could be absolutely massive for them come 2023.
Yeah, Nick, I think Aaron Rodgers and Jets fans are going to love these moves a lot. It's going to be very special for this team going forward. I'm really excited to see how all of this pans out. But nonetheless, these weren't the only moves that the Jets have made recently. The NFL draft has just finished. They made a lot of great picks throughout the draft. I want to ask the Jets fans, though, in the comments below, who was your favorite draft pick that the Jets selected over the last few rounds of the draft? Is there anyone that's kind of special, maybe a hidden gem they found? Who's your favorite draft pick the Jets have found? And by the way, Nick, I'd like everyone to stay tuned to the end of the video. Hear a word from the partner of today's video, Neuro. They have a product that gives you quick and easy boost of energy. So stay tuned to the end of this video to hear more about Neuro and a special discount for our viewers. But nonetheless, Nick, what are the latest set of moves the Jets have made?
Yeah, so the entire free agency period, it was seemed like every move New York made was bringing in players and coaches that Aaron Rodgers was familiar with, and a wholehearted attempt to make sure Aaron Rodgers was 100% committed to becoming a New York Jet, and he would feel very welcome when he did. But even though he has arrived and he has solidified in the program, the Jets aren't done making moves surrounding him with familiar veteran players that I think will have big impacts on the team. Let's go to this first report, Miles, from ProFootballTalk.com. I'll read from it. It looks like Allen Lazard won't be the only member of the Jets receiving core with a history of catching passes from Aaron Rodgers. Adam Schefter of ESPN reports that Randall Cobb is expected to sign a one-year deal with the AFC East club. So look, Randall Cobb is one of those classic Aaron Rodgers guys. He's a slot guy, veteran guy, well past his prime in terms of elite level production, but he's still savvy, can still be a good guy, good dependable guy in the red zone, things like that. But I think there's one other thing that was kind of noted, a lot of people observed when they brought in this move. They didn't have to sign him now. They could have waited till training camp. They could have waited till June, July, right, when a lot of these other veterans become available and sift through some of these guys. To me, and according to a lot of reports out of Jets media, and I think a lot of people are onto something here, this was a move to help Nathaniel Hackett and help Aaron Rodgers teach these young guns of the Jets, under the Jets playmakers, the Garrett Wilsons, the Breece Halls of the world, the offense that Aaron Rodgers wants to run. So obviously Rodgers is going to have his viewpoint of what he wants his receivers to do. Obviously, a lot of these guys aren't used to that. They haven't played with Rodgers before. Hackett has his new offense. They brought in Randall Cobb to pair with Allen Lazard to be another guy kind of in between to kind of show these young guys the ropes. Because look, Wilson's going to be the number one receiver. There's no doubt about that. The guy is a superstar, but he still has to learn exactly what Aaron Rodgers expects of him. He still has to learn what the offense needs from him. Aaron Rodgers at this point in his career is obviously very particular from what he wants from receivers. So getting a guy like Cobb to pair with Lazard from a pure, almost instructional perspective to help guys like Garrett Wilson come along, I think it's a really big move by the Jets. I think it's a really good job by their front office bringing this guy into the fold. Miles, what do you think of this move?
Yeah, Nick, I thought it's a really great move because you hit the nail on the head here. Who knows better what Aaron Rodgers likes, the particularities of the routes, the very nuanced parts of this offense than a guy who's played with him probably for like 25 years, Randall Cobb. This guy has been with Rodgers for a lot of his career. And even so, the more upgraded, the more, current version of a guy like Randall Cobb would be someone like Allen Lazard, the most recent pass catcher that Rodgers had a real fondness for. I think this is a really savvy move by the Jets just to show Aaron Rodgers like, hey, we're all in on you. We really believe in you. And here's your guys. Here's this guy. Here's that guy. Here's this guy. There's a ton of guys that Aaron Rodgers is now familiar with. This is feeling more and more like, the New York Packers or the Green Bay Jets, however you want to put it. This team looks very, very familiar, but mega, mega upgraded, I think, from any team that Aaron Rodgers has ever played with. The defense is phenomenal. The offense is very upgraded as well. So I think this is the best of both worlds. The star power, playmaking on defense, and elite level competition from the Jets, but also a lot of familiarity and familiar faces from the Packers for Aaron Rodgers.
And look, it's not just Lazard or Randall Cobb, but Miles, I think we got the second report, right, of a move the Jets made a few days ago before we're filming this now to kind of shore up the offensive line a little bit. Do we have the report?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and put it up. I'll read from it. The Jets have signed offensive tackle Billy Turner. The team announced Monday night, obviously a few days ago. Turner, 31, visited the team earlier in the day. He was limited to 8 games for the Broncos last season because of knee issues, but recently expressed that he's, quote, 100% healthy, unquote. Again, another former Packer, another guy Rodgers is familiar with. And look, it's a different dynamic, obviously, offensive line receiver, but we all know the offensive tackle issues that Jets have had with injury concerns and things like that. Turner has always been a quality depth guy, a smart, savvy player who gets the job done. Aaron Rodgers can trust him in some protection schemes. So again, the Jets are just doing a lot of things to make sure Aaron Rodgers is surrounded in a comfortable environment, understands the offense quickly, and gets his team rolling. Because we know this window is short, right? It's most likely 2 years maximum. You don't want to waste any time. So I really commend what the Jets are doing, bringing in guys so that way they take advantage of this window as soon as they can, because they are all in on 2023, maybe 2024, maybe 2025. It's hard to tell. But the fact they're being so aggressive right now, making sure everything is set up for Rodgers perfectly, is a great move by their front office. All right, Miles, we would like to give a special thanks to our partner today's video, Neuro.
That's right, Nick. And I want you to go with me on a journey really fast. I want you to imagine this. It's 4th and goal in the big game, Nick. Your team is relying on you to make the big time game winning play. I know you've been in this situation before, Nick. The stadium is roaring. The clock is ticking. The game is on the line. But if only in that moment you were able to have some Neuro gum. Neuro gum will help you stay concentrated, and it gives you a burst of energy without a nasty crash.
That's right, Miles. Neuro has thoughtfully curated ingredients and does endless lab testing, which means that you can reach the right state of mind safely and consistently. That's the most important part. It gives you a clean burst of energy and focus without the jitters of coffee or any of those other energy drinks.
That's right, Nick. And if you click our sponsor link in the description below, you can enjoy energy, calm, and focus whenever you need it.